So basically, aliens, okay?
What?
Arm punch for arm punch?
Oh shit.
Chowdah heads.
Hey, what's good? You, sir!
Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to AMS TV's Chowdah Heads Talk podcast. Coming at you with episode 4.
Hey.
Guys, episode 4. It's amazing. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys.
I can't
We're
believe
doing
it.
Man.
We're here.
This has honestly been such a crazy process, guys, to work on it and loving it, doing this with my friends and all that. I'm so excited for everything that we have planned and everything that we have planned up for this year for this channel, but also things just going on with our lives. Lots and lots of things are happening, and I know that we have some plans, for what we're doing, for by ourselves. And we got some stuff working with each other too. So, guys, are you excited for this year? I know that a lot of
2020, a lot of big things happening.
Yeah, lots of big things. What do we got going up?
Two things for me. Become debt free. I'm not gonna say how much debt I have, but become debt free. One and two, if I can, be able to move out on my own. That would be nice, or with a friend, obviously. But finally get out of the house.
We've actually definitely been talking about trying to all move out, and hopefully it'd be cool to do it together.
Chowdah Head House.
There you go. Yeah.
Chowdah Head's vlogs coming at you.
2020.
It'd be better than doing it in Matt's mom's basement.
We got to start somewhere. Terry, what are you looking forward to this coming year?
A lot of things. I'm really excited about moving out as well.
It's a big year.
Yeah, it is a big year. Turning 23 this year. No one likes you when you're 23. I've been finding that out a little bit, even though I'm not 23 yet. So that's great. But yeah, and I'm actually really looking forward to everything that's happening this year. There's lots of cool concerts that I'm excited to attend. Lots of shows and things like that. Me and Sean were actually talking about. I think it's going to be in October, right?
October, the Joe Rogan show. He's coming back to Boston this October.
Yeah, I want to go to that.
We're definitely.
If you didn't know, Joe Rogan's been a big like inspiration for us in starting the podcast.
Joe Rogan, have us on your show.
We're not that far yet.
I'll fill in for Jamie. I can do that.
If people have seen this podcast but haven't heard of Joe Rogan, I would be surprised.
Guys, go give Joe Rogan a watch.
Who hasn't seen?
Go give Joe Rogan some love.
Yep.
So, Matt, you've got a new job coming up, I've heard.
Got a new job.
Got a new job.
I had my first day on Monday. It is currently Wednesday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy to hear
awesome.
that.
That's
Moving
awesome.
up in the world.
It's very exciting. Mainly just because it's a lot healthier of a work environment.
Right. Did you feel your last work environment wasn't
as
healthy?
It was a little toxic.
It was a little toxic?
Like, completely pay aside, even if I was making the same amount of money as I did at my last job, I would still be happier here. I mean, just even besides the fact that the commute's quicker, too, just, without saying names, company names, coworker names, just one of my coworkers at my old job, he had been in the company for he's been in the company for 20 years. And he was pretty much, even though he wasn't the boss, he was the one responsible for training me. And anytime I would make a mistake, even I remember in the first 2 weeks, I would make a simple mistake or something. And I'm a very much a hands-on learner. And instead of, if I made a mistake, instead of letting me fix it and him explaining to me what I did wrong, here's how you fix it, I'm going to explain it to you and let you do it so I can learn. 100% dead ass, he would go, "You fucking moron, you loser. Get out of the way, let me do it." Yeah, because he's been there for 20 years, he's 55 years old, and he just wants to get in, get out, get the job done. No disrespect to the guy, he's a great guy, he's chill, we've had awesome conversations, I don't hate him, just as a trainer and a coworker, it's a little stressful. Yeah. He'll literally be like, "Get out of the way, you're doing that wrong, let me do it." And he would fix all my mistakes for me. And everybody makes mistakes when you're learning something new, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
And instead of letting me learn from my mistakes, he just kept fixing all my mistakes for me because he just wanted to get it done, and then I wouldn't learn how to fix them.
Well,
because
he was doing getting mad at you.
Well, also getting mad at me and making me feel bad. Instead of being like, "Hey, no worries, people mess up all the time. Here's how you do it the right way." He'd be like, "You fucking idiot, get out of the way." And I was just like,
in my
I felt so. I just didn't want to be there.
I think in my experience, every bad workplace environment that I've been in, every job that I just didn't like, it's always been because of a boss. It's really been that I've always liked my coworkers. I can usually get along with everybody, but it's always been just bad bosses, really, that, and it always comes from the start too. You can actually, I feel like you can always tell from the start, just it's the interactions you're having with your boss, you know, how it's going to be. Like the job I have right now, from even when I was interviewing with him, we got along really well. He told me what he expected, and I told him what I wanted out of the job, and we talked about the future, you know, and all that, and it was great, and I'm loving my job right now. But yeah, in the past, I've definitely had some crap jobs. So
it's all about communication.
I think we've all been through it.
Personally, I think like a lot of stuff I deal with on the job site. Personally, I deal with like, I'll be asking a question, trying to learn the proper way to do something, and instead of getting the explanation why something's done a certain way, why you set it up this way, so you can come back later to your work and do the rest of it the right way. It's more of just do this because I said so.
Yeah.
Like there's no actual like
instruction, really.
Right.
yeah. So I mean, but for me, the toxic work environment is coming more so from the end of like bad training protocol. Like I don't really despise my foreman. I don't like hate any of my coworkers. They're all great people. They're all like very personable as well.
It's just the process.
Yeah, very much the process. It's a very tedious process, but it's a very precise process.
Yep.
Like you have to be thorough with your work and when you're a taper finisher, because you're not given the same amount of time and freedom as you were if like you're a carpenter or a painter. When you're a taper, you have to go in there, you got to prep the room out, then you got to derb on it and then finish coat it and sand it all within like a 2-3 day span is what they usually want for like an area.
It's pressing, right?
Very, very pressing. And I find myself often in situations where I'm like, hey boss, how is this done? Why is it done like this? And it's there's just no explanation, which to me there's no learning done on my end.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the like I get the motion down. Like, you know, anyone can go push
You'll
a
eventually
trowel
will
down.
learn it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be all your own device that you learn it how to do it properly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But so what you're
it's
saying
getting
is-
there. Yeah.
You're saying that it's not, you don't want the explanation because like you're being like sassy or a pain in the ass. You want the explanation because
You wanna do your
when you
job
get the
right.
explanation along with seeing how it's done properly, it helps you actually learn it better
Yeah, exactly.
and understand.
It's like I pride myself pretty well in my work. I think I do good work as it is, but of course, because I'm still very new in the industry, I don't have that same like, you know, level of like, you know, job site awareness and like, you know, planning ahead.
Yeah.
Do you think that plays a factor in the way that they treat you and train you, or
100%, because I find myself when I ask those questions and I don't get the explanation, I make the mistake later, and me asking the question and not getting the right explanation makes me look like a moron because I don't know how it's being done and why it's being done like that. And then when you have to go back and correct the mistake later, you just look even more stupid. So like,
so we're trying to be proactive and not reactive to situations. We
Very
wanna learn
much.
it
So-
prior.
So how do we come back from a situation like that? Like, say you are in a toxic work environment like that. Like, how do you push back and say, like, you know, enough is enough? Like, you know, I want to know how to do my job properly, and I don't want to be disrespected in the workplace. I want to, like, have a good experience when I'm at work. Like, how do we, like, do you think it's possible? Like, I mean, again, when you're younger and you're in an entry-level position, it's hard to anyways because you just don't have power. You don't have the say-so. And a lot of times I feel like most businesses are kind of compartmentalized to the point where you can't even really bring it above someone much higher than the person your direct supervisor anyways. No one else is going to listen to you, and they want you to go through a chain of command almost to
on
you
the
know, get
construction
something done.
side, all you supervisors are part of the Good Boys Club.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even if you go try to complain to any other supervisors, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's
That's a
just gonna
big
get
thing
you-
though. The kind of like the in crowd that'll
Yeah.
either from them being there a long time or them knowing somebody and just getting into a good position. I feel like a lot of workplaces have a problem with that, and I do think that is definitely a growing problem too.
Well, I think part of the problem with like, you know, toxic work environments and overcoming them is evaluating your situation thoroughly. Like, are you enjoying the work you're doing? If you don't find it personally satisfying, you're not going to find the rest of it satisfying. It's time to take a step back, think of another move that you can do to get yourself out of that situation, whether it be a different position within that field,
Or completely
a completely different job.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, get yourself to where you need to be. Like, are you getting paid enough at this job? Is it worth the beating that I'm taking?
Yeah.
I definitely understand where you're at in life, too, because, I mean, when you're young, you're not going to keep the job forever.
Right.
But
outside of work and even inside of work, you want to keep a positive vibe. You want to keep things really going. And you know, riding off of positive vibes is something that I think we're all really good at, especially when we're out of work. But how do you guys feel about positive vibes at work?
Well, this kind of popped up in my mind as of the other day because I got to work on Saturday and I was running a little bit behind, right? And to, like, you know, make up for my lack of time when I got to the job site, knowing so I could go get my tools in time and get set up in time, instead of waiting for the elevator, I thought it'd be the smart idea to run up the stairs. Like, you know, and I was legit, like, you know, 2-stepping it at a time.
Hey, it's
like,
healthy,
you know,
too, man.
you get that little morning workout,
exercise
get your blood flowing. That's good.
It's not so healthy where you're in work boots and every step is like, dun, dun, dun.
Right on the ankles there.
so I get right up to the 3rd floor, like, after, like, you know, trenching it up the stairs. And I'm like, you know, the door's locked. So I call my foreman, and I'm like, hey, can you come let me in? I'm right outside. And he's like,
you're fired.
No. He's like, I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to walk down the stairs and wait for the elevator.
Oh.
So I did just that. And I get to the gang box to get all my tools, get my stuff to set up for the day. At this point, it's already like 6:02. You're supposed to be set up and ready to start at 6. But because my foreman didn't come the extra minute out of his way to open the door, I wasn't ready in time, even though I was at the site in time and, like, you know, trying to get myself ready for the day.
So how do you bounce back from that?
Well, the rest of the story goes like this. My foreman, he's like, you're supposed to be here early. And, like, I was like, all right, I know I was running behind, but, like, you know, I was here for the record and stuff. And, like, I just got a very, like, you know, very bad earful after that, like, you know, regarding my job and stuff like that. And, like, it just made me fucking miserable.
Could you just explain it to them, though, and be like, listen, you know what, I understand when I need to be here.
Well,
I did make it here, and I tried to just get in, and because, you know, you didn't want to just help me out a little bit, now we're all gonna kind of be behind just because you didn't want to be helpful.
Here's the thing.
Could you push back like that?
When you're the apprentice, you don't have that push room. It's either, if you push back like that, you're off the job site.
Really?
They'll just tell you, grab your tools, get off the job
really.
site. So I kind of just had to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
So you just eventually got over it.
I just took the beating. Like,
got a coffee, ate your lunch, and had a good rest of the day?
No. But the first 4 hours of my morning, I was, like, all up on myself and absolutely hating myself.
Yeah,
and I was like, you know, I don't want to do this. I hate this job. This isn't personally satisfying to me. And I was just, like, getting really down on myself. Like, you know, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not happy. And, like, I turned on Gary Vee. We've talked about him multiple times. And for some reason, like, you know, I don't always agree with his points. But
he makes good points, though.
He has what I need to hear when I need to hear it. And I forget exactly what he said, but it was like something along the lines of, like, if you're not happy with what you do, you need to find a way out of there, which goes back to the toxic work environment type situation. And, like, I just got really motivated to, like, find a way out of there. And I just, like, it just really started getting my gears, like, grinding about, like, being positive, enjoying what I'm doing so I can enjoy life to the fullest.
And understand that the situation you're in right now is temporary, and it doesn't need to be that way forever.
It doesn't need to be permanent. And that's part of riding the positive vibe.
Without
like,
a doubt.
once you have that positive vibe, like,
you're in there.
That morning, right, when I had that, and I had that, like, that snap, that change of moment that just put me on that path of positivity, immediately texted you guys. I'm like, let's meet up later, let's discuss content, edit, like, let's do this, let's do that.
Because that's something you're enjoying doing.
I'm enjoying this podcast thoroughly. I'm having
quite a fun time. I agree with that. I mean, honestly, it's like on the days that I'm down, like, you know, I kind of just take my mind off of whatever is getting me down. Think about stuff, you know, we can talk about for this, and just, like, new concepts and, like, new ideas for what we can work with. And I just, again, like, I think we talked about this a little bit last week, but finding an activity or anything in your life that you can go to as kind of like a solace,
Distraction.
as a distraction, or anything that you can just step away from and enjoy, and not worry about anything else. And that's just a way of getting through whatever you're getting through.
Looking forward
would you say
to
that-
things is really healthy. Also, it makes you really happy.
Without
This
a doubt.
is a form of that.
Yeah,
100%.
We can come, we can express, our opinions to you guys, and have a conversation with the boys, and really get down to how we're feeling, and that's awesome.
And if you guys have any opinions too on any of the topics we're talking about, feel free to leave a comment.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to
hear
hear from
you
you
guys.
We'd love to read through them.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
What
One
about
thing
you,
I
Matt?
was saying is, like, regardless of like the amount of views, the amount of subscribers, just I know we've only done 3 episodes, but we did a lot of planning before we even made the channel and everything, and just the whole process, regardless of all that other stuff, has just been like a fun experience. Like, even if nobody was seeing this, I still have enjoyed, like,
We're enjoying it.
stepping out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Doing something creative, getting my like creative mind thinking instead of just coming home and sleeping. ASMR was in 2019. We're not doing that anymore.
We're ASM and TV. Not
2019 was about ASMR. 2020 is about AMS TV.
2020 is about riding positive vibes.
So to end that, to kind of transition that conversation, one last thing I'll say about the positive vibes and the new job is that my new coworkers and bosses haven't made me feel bad, and I've already made like a mistake. I ended up like dropping one of the doors because I didn't have the grasp on it properly, and I was still getting used to it. They're like these huge, like 150-pound metal doors that were picking up, and it completely got damaged and destroyed.
Everybody makes mistakes.
And I sat there like this is my second day, and I just dropped like a couple $100 door on the job site that it was being delivered to. So now they had to wait to get another one, and I was like, I am so sorry. Like I felt awful. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get fired. Like, I feel like crap.
Yeah.
And he goes, dude, people make mistakes. Don't worry about it. At least you did it, on your second day on the job versus like a couple months down the line when you know what you're doing. Everybody makes mistakes. Don't worry about it. We can get them another door. Like, don't stress about it. And he made me feel good about it, but also not even just the making the mistake, just these guys, the bosses and the coworkers, just give me like a positive energy. Like, I walk in, they're like, hey, what's up, man? Like, good morning. Like, how you doing? Like, they're like, how was that last delivery you did? Like, in a positive way.
Yeah.
They're not like, man, this job sucks, or like, you're a moron, get out of the way. Like, I just want to go home. Like, they have a positive energy, and it makes me feel like this isn't a bad place to work.
That's awesome.
Like, I want to work here.
Honestly, the people at your job can so make it. Even if it's
It's a make it or
job.
break it. If your coworkers and bosses are like miserable or are bringing you down, then it makes you not want to work there.
Definitely. Fun fact, guys, for the viewers, we kind of all got together, and we also have a larger friend group, bigger than this, but a lot of us got together because we all were working at Pinkberry, frozen yogurt shop.
Shout out to Pinkberry.
Brought us all together.
Yeah, and
Very.
it's been history ever since. But again, like, that was kind of a crap job. Like, it's just like it's a yogurt shop, right?
I had a ball.
We had a great time with working with everybody. We had some awesome times.
We literally closed the
we did. We're not gonna
we
get into
closed
it,
the
but-
store. Like,
That's like
No, let's not get into that.
Let's not get into that. Anthony's $4,000. All
right.
It was a lot of food. It was good. It saved us. We were in business for an extra month because of me. All right.
All right, buddy. All right, safe boy.
I don't think.
We could all be called safe boys.
I was not called safe.
I don't
I'm
know.
fine.
All right.
All right.
So moving on to something a little more serious.
Well, we're talking on jobs. You just applied for a new job. How about you explain that to us a bit? Like, talk about your new job.
briefly, because we've been talking about jobs for a hot minute.
Yeah,
we haven't talked a lot.
I mean, I don't really want to talk about my job a little too much, just because of what I do and stuff. But I did apply for a higher position, and I do hope I can get my shit together and make some more money.
Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Fingers crossed. Knock
Here's
on
to
wood.
money.
So getting into a more serious topic, stocks are down
Oh my
like
God.
a lot.
Guys,
And
I
I haven't
lost
invested
so
in
much
stocks
money.
since Bitcoin, and
It's
I lost
kinda
$100.
crazy.
Guys, I'm down like a lot in my stocks right now. So, guys, in case you didn't know, in the last week, the Dow has dropped 1,190 points.
That was in one day.
one day.
One day they
So it
lost
actually
that.
set a record for the the largest drop in Dow in history.
which is crazy.
Has it gone back up a little bit?
That was today.
There was a correction, yeah. So it corrected a little bit, but the market is reacting to the coronavirus. That's what people are saying is actually affecting.
It's affecting a lot of products. It's
Definitely.
affecting a lot of business. A lot of
Yeah.
money is being lost because things can't get transported, and,
Yep.
and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So stocks are down, and
It's very
Things are
interesting.
being stopped from being shipped.
Yeah, that's a big thing right
Things are like stopping manufacturers, stopping things being produced. Trade between countries and all
what was
that.
that game system or something coming
The
in?
Animal Crossing.
The Animal
Nintendo
Crossing
Switch, yeah,
Switch.
completely shut down production of it, I believe.
Wow.
Why is it
because
being
of the
produced in China?
They were producing it in China, and they just can't get it out there right now safely, with
Mm.
promising the safety of everyone worldwide.
It's
It's
crazy.
interesting how just a thing like a disease could affect us so much. Like people losing so much money just because of that, and it's interesting to see like how we're reacting to it. Because I think just now, I believe it was the CDC, I think, that actually came out and talked about how this is going to be a pandemic. How I
America
think,
needs to prepare for it.
yeah. What's the number of sick people up right now? Was it like 300?
Last week, I had said 79,000 cases, and I think as of a couple days ago, I read like it's all the way up to like 85 or 86,000 now.
That's
But
crazy.
Wow.
what I will say is I did see an article. I don't know if this is true or not. Let me know what you guys think. There was an article on Facebook. Can't trust everything you read, but it said
Opinions.
it said that they predicted that by the end of like 2021 or something, that at least 40 to 60% of the world's population will be infected with coronavirus, but almost more than half of those won't even know they have it. They won't even have any symptoms, but they'll still have it in their system, but it'll be so minor that
You can
like
be a
it's
carrier.
like you don't even know you have it.
Yeah.
So it will infect a lot of people supposedly and be like a pandemic, but it's
don't
not
stop
gonna
it.
it's not gonna
Wipe us out.
wipe us out.
Not
Well,
necessarily.
I don't think anything's gonna wipe us out.
All right,
But
don't say
It
that.
could. I mean, yeah.
Cross your
The
fingers.
meteor a week ago missed us. We're good.
Yeah, right. But it is coming back.
2032. Watch out, baby.
2032. Watch out, baby. We're coming for you.
Guys, by then the Space Force will take care of it. We'll have lasers in the sky. It'll be beautiful.
We're like,
beams.
all right.
You're going to
The-
build the
the-
Death Star.
The meteor's coming back. Sean's like, all right, I've been spending the past 10 years building this spaceship. We're going to Mars, boys.
Oh my
With all
god.
my
bring one item. If you were leaving to go to Mars
Yeah.
for the rest of your life
Yeah.
because Earth was about to blow up and you only had enough room to bring one thing with you, like screw the questions in high school when they were like, oh, if you went to a deserted island. No,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're going to Mars, you can bring one thing with you and that's it.
Spacesuit.
Are we? Yeah.
What
are
are you
we?
bringing?
So are,
We have a
to
rocket
broaden
ship
this
in-
question. Are we being dropped off just naked? Like, do we
So
have a
let's
space
say we
suit
have a
already?
spaceship.
We
things
have
like
what
that,
we okay. So like,
We have a.
don't
let's
say
stay
you
on
have
it.
food, you have water, you have clothing, you have the stuff you need to survive. But I'm talking about like a materialistic item.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it only us?
The boys?
Yeah, it's only us four.
Let's say all right. Yeah.
There's no girls with us?
No, girls, no.
Pocket pussy.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I don't even need to debate it.
My parents watch this. Nah, it's okay. Listen, we're adults.
Listen, if you've made it this far and you're listening to this,
Make male sex
we
toy.
love you.
Make male
you.
sex
We
toys
love
not
you.
a taboo topic in 2020.
All right.
All right, moving on.
So, getting older, it's really affecting all of us, like we said in previous episodes, and now no one likes you when you're 23. So
Which
we're
I
all
will
getting
be.
there.
Do you guys feel older? Because lately, I don't know, maybe I'm just not being active enough, but my bones are creaking and
3
I'm
hours
getting
and
hurt
50
doing like nothing. Like
6 minutes.
last week, I like sprained my finger, and I didn't even remember what I was doing. It was something simple, but it's like I'm just getting hurt for no reason. Like,
Wait.
yeah,
Like
all
the
right,
joints.
screw you too, man.
You ever just sleep the wrong way and you wake
Yeah.
up and your neck's
You can't-
Frick in your neck. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, gets me.
Dude, pretty soon we're gonna be hunchbacked, just like, you know.
Dude, pretty soon we're going to be 30.
I've been trying to work on my posture because I actually have been noticing that
My mom says I'm a sloucher.
I am.
I am a
know
sloucher.
that. Sean is like not a sloucher. He has perfect posture. And it's weird. You've had perfect posture.
Look,
since
I
I've
can
known
be
you.
as tall as Sean if I actually sit the way I'm supposed to sit, but my body's just so used to like being lazy and lounging.
Yeah. Same. But yeah, it's like so with getting older. I mean, like, what do you guys have been noticing about? I guess I don't know, like about yourselves, about how society is treating you, and just like your place in the world as you get older.
My
Do you-
beard has made significant gains.
Oh man,
Mine has not.
Mine is not at all.
Yours
older
has
I don't
too.
like that. I don't like that.
The older I get, the more things hurt.
Yeah.
The longer it takes for me to bounce back from a McDouble.
I have an elbow click that pisses me off that I never had before, and I'm like,
Longer
that's
it
what
takes
it's
for
like
the double to go
Us
through.
eating 30 nuggets coming to you soon.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
know, I
about
forgot
that.
about that joke completely.
That was a bad time.
See who won.
Yeah, well, in a little explanation, we all had a challenge very recently about who could eat 30 McNuggets the fastest
And a large
on top
fry.
of a
I
large
thought
fry.
it was kind of dumb, so I didn't do it. It actually ended up being
Both of
pretty
the
cool.
losers got punched by this man right here.
So stay
So
tuned.
I enjoyed it, but
Which
Post it
loser
soon.
got it the worst?
Which loser got it the worst?
Find out on the next episode of Chowdah and Z.
dun dun.
I'm cringing just a tiny bit.
All right, I think that's a good place for us to throw in the towel here and wrap things up.
Throw in the
We have
towel.
some- we have
Matt,
other
you
stuff,
want
too.
to?
Throw in the towel.
Dude, hold on.
You didn't
What's the
even-
other topic? So, like,
There
cut
is
this
none.
one.
The
I'm
only
not-
thing we
I'm
have
not afraid
is
to break up the
Wilder
list.
versus Fury.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, that was just an extra topic that we could have talked about. I said
Let's
we talked,
throw it
we
in.
talked
Let's
about everything.
just throw it
We're
in.
at like
Okay, so
27
let's
minutes.
see what else we
We're
got.
Gucci.
Nah, dude, I want like a little bit longer.
All right,
27
that's fine.
minutes.
We can cut this out for Matt.
Getting older. We actually really didn't.
We're
do-
not cutting out any content. We're being authentic. We're just gonna be ourselves. We ain't cut-
Man, fuck the list then.
We didn't do much with getting older. We kind of like straight off of that. So do you guys want to get back into that, or I could just segment straight into Wilder and Fury?
No, let's hear about Wilder.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Fury.
let's hear about Wilder and
We're all
Fury,
just-
and then we'll
we're all just young
we'll call
old
it.
dudes.
All right, so yeah, so
like
guys,
that's called-
I don't know if you. I'm sorry. Hold on. So guys, did you guys get a chance to watch the Tyson Fury fight last week?
Yes.
We
Yeah.
watched it with you.
We watched it
I
together.
hate you guys so much. All right, starting it again. Hold on. So guys, hold on. All right, so guys, we were watching the Tyson Fury fight last week. I believe it was the heavyweight champion. Shut up, these guys being goofy about it.
Tyson Fury.
So guys, yeah, hold on. So guys, we were watching the Tyson Fury fight last week, the heavyweight championship. Insane fight there. Tyson Fury beat the crap out of Deontay Wilder. And it was like really violent too. This was like an extreme. So this is the second time that they fought. And yeah, so Tyson's defending his title, and there was blood drawn, guys, and we saw Tyson Fury literally licking the blood off of Deontay Wilder. So
Disgusting.
definitely kind of a grudge match there. Insane. What do you guys think about that? I know that was pretty exciting to watch, but
I think Deontay Wilder got his shit rocked and he looked like a beat up
Clown.
milk dud.
he literally did. And what I don't get, right? So he was mad that his corner threw in the towel at a certain point.
He was wobbling. He was out.
He was like gonna die if he stayed in there. Like,
He was gonna
getting
like
the crap.
collapse.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
going to be perfectly honest. Deontay Wilder looked like he never fought a day in his life
did.
during that match.
It
It
was
was
listen,
absolutely horrendous.
Now people are saying, and like really, so he's had like a weird record in boxing. He kind of came onto the scene, just destroyed everybody because he just has the strongest right hook. He just throws that wildly, Deontay Wilder. That's what he does. But yeah, he really just only has this one move, and he was doing really good for a while. But I think now it's been established that he really doesn't have the skills to really be at the top level. I mean, he already made it to the top level, kind of, but
Well, he got his shit rocked. So.
yeah, but again, like this is against a guy that one has fought him before, knows what he's doing. I don't think Wilder had any other plan other than to go into the fight, throw that punch, and try to get lucky. But I think Fury was prepared for it. He was just a better fighter that came up on top. It's kind of weird to see someone just like do so well and then they just get taken down like that over the course of such a short career.
Yeah, there was a point where Wilder was going to be done. It was probably like the second round.
Yeah.
And then the bell rang and they saved him.
Mm.
That bell saved him. He was going to be done so much sooner, but he held on.
Definitely. But, just wanted to cover that. It's just a little cool sports topic
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Also, I think there's been a little bit of bad news about Tom Brady right now. People are now saying, talking to other teams, and they want him. I still don't get any of this, guys, but I'm just interested to see what's going to happen. I really, really hope he doesn't leave the Patriots. I would like him to just play one more season here and be
want him
done.
to freaking retire. Retire while you're on top of the world. Don't go out like Joe Montana.
Joe Montana gave him advice to not do it, and I
Yeah.
think I can't blame the guy. He's got to do what's best for
Listen,
him.
he's
but
got the tenacity to do it, but
Yeah.
he
I'm good with one more
don't got
year.
the skill no more.
One more year on the path.
I think he definitely still has a skill.
Yeah,
He could
yeah,
probably
alright.
play.
He don't got the skill.
I don't think he should, just
He don't got
because.
the energy.
I mean, football at that point in your life must be hell. Like, I can't imagine
Yeah,
getting
he's
hit
old.
at almost 40
I
years
think he
old.
has
That
the
would hurt.
skill and the energy. You just see him playing more cautious because if he gets sacked a certain, like he's trying to avoid injury. If he gets sacked hard enough, like
he needs his team.
He has not had a solid team.
He hasn't had a solid team in a while.
And I think that may be why he's actually looking to move on. He just may not be happy.
You can't just go for Edelman every single play. We miss Gronk. I'm pretty sure we're missing a huge person on defense, aren't we?
Yeah, and you can see, you've been able to see throughout the 2019 season. I'm sorry?
I said we're missing Amendola too.
We're missing Hernandez.
Do we still have him out? I'm not sure. But yeah, you could see like all throughout the 2019 season, after every game that he lost, he was mad, guys. He was mad that he didn't have the tools like he has in the past. Gronk's gone. He doesn't have a tight end core. He doesn't have receivers that can consistently put up the points that he's wanting. As far as running backs, we just don't have it either, really. Line's not doing good. They still got to find the right guys. And they've kind of just been trying to piece pieces together. Tom Brady's taken a pay cut. Well, not a pay cut, but he has agreed to getting paid a lower amount often in the last few years, just so that they could try to recruit some better talent, and the organization is not giving him anything to work with. So I can understand if he is upset. I don't know his mindset, but if he is upset, I can understand why. Mm-hmm. I just hope he can tough it out, but we'll see. We will see. So yeah, just wanted to know that. Yeah, good. So guys, thank you for watching. This has been episode 4 of Chowdah Heads Talk. We are so excited for everything that's going on, everything that we got planned out for you guys. We have a few other channels that we're trying to get up. So I know that we don't have that many videos yet, guys, but you guys just want to go ahead and plug your channels anyways, just to let them know what's going on.
Chonkachu.
Chonkachu.
CHONKACHU. It's the only channel with a fat Pikachu as the picture.
And what are you guys going to be doing on that channel?
Pokemon videos.
Anything.
Chicken Nugget Challenge.
Very cool. So just really cool stuff.
Any challenge.
Definitely. And then
Matt Campagna Vlogs.
That's vlog. Matt, what's your channel name?
Literally my name, Matt Campagna Vlogs.
Perfect.
Go search it out.
He already has a really cool intro video. I think you guys would like it. Please go give it a watch. It's very funny and very creative.
Snuck Chipotle into a movie.
Tried to and failed.
But again, thank you for watching. This has been episode 4, and we will see you next week.
Like, subscribe.
Peace out.
Wasn't me. I didn't even do anything.
No! Not so just here. Anyways.